Hello, hi, it's Nidhi here. In this tutorial, I will be exploring options how we can store the application and the deployment code in different repositories for the Kubernetes deployment, or you can use the same thing for other kinds of deployment also. We have seen the scenario where mostly all the people stores their application code and the deployment code in the same repositories and do their deployment like that. It is good if you have only one application, but suppose if you have 10 applications, suppose you have 10 websites which are built on WordPress, so all the 10 websites will use the same deployment code to use it. Either you do the deployment using Kubernetes, Helm chart, so everything remains the same. The only things that will change is just your environment specific variables. But all other configurations would remain the same. So for that, how you can accomplish that? How you can have multiple applications that uses the same deployment code? Because storing the deployment code in each applications could be a major issue for the deployment team, because in case if they need to update any changes, they need to do it at all places. So for that, I have explored an option. Multiple options are there, so I have decided to go with the Git submodule. Git submodule is used when you want to use the code of your different repositories in your repo as a third party libraries or any kind of dependencies that is in the different repo and you want to refer that. So we will be using the same approach here also. So we will push our deployment code in the different repo and your application code in the different repository. So let's see how we can do the setup for that. So here is, I have created the deployment code repositories. I can show you. So this is my deployment code repositories. As you can see, I have all the build related files, Docker file, make file. It could have your Helm charts. It could have any shell scripts. It could have any script or anything that is required for your application to get built. So you will store everything here. And then second, I have created the application code. The application code where actually you are storing the code of your applications, your all the PHP files, or if it is in Java, then Java files, whichever language it is. So it's, I have just taken an example like source folder. Here you would be having the source of your file, source of your applications. So you have pushed everything there, you commit the changes. Now in your application code repo, you want to use that deployment code. How you can use that? So you have to run this command git submodule add. And here you have to put your repo, whichever it is, right? And here it is .config. So I have provided the folder. So whenever it clone this repo, it will clone all the files and folders from this repo into this .config folders. And I have used dot so that by default it is hidden because not everyone want to use and want to see the deployment code. So this is how the setup is done. Once you run this command, you have to run these two commands also, that you can get the latest changes from that repositories. Once you run both the commands, you will see this .git modules folders got created, and you can see that .config is also created. That shows that it is a submodule and it is pointing to different repositories. In the in the .git modules, you can see it is getting generated automatically, but yes, you can update it as you needed. So here is the URL. So when it generates automatically, it will give you the complete URL of your repo. I was using it in API, and where I see the issues that when it tried to clone it in from the GitLab CI, it failed because of some authorization issues. Because even in your PC, when you do the git pull for whenever it tried to clone this repo, it always asks you the username and password. So that is the reason I have used the relative path. And if you use the relative path, then it won't ask you the username and password again and again in your GitLab CI, and it will do your deployment. Branch by default, it will do the master branch only. But in case if you are doing some testing and you want to change the branch to something else, then you can change it to any branch. So this is how the configuration looks like. Now, if you have a requirement like your build code should be present at the root of the project, then you should run the below command. Like you can copy your configs folder to the root of your project. So this is required. This is not a mandatory steps, but this is like if you are planning to migrate your app deployment code in different repo and you don't want to change any of your property files, any of the path settings, you just want as it is, then it is a good idea to just copy everything at the root of your project and just use the same deployment scripts without any changes. So this way you will be having all your changes at the root of your application repositories, and you will not see any kind of build failures. So this is how you can do the setup. This is very simple to use and even easy to set up. What would be the benefits of using this approach? It is easy to maintain your deployment code because now it's just at one place you are putting your deployment code, and each application is using that. And again, changes needs to be done only at one place instead of the multiple places. Here, I am giving you an example of how you can set it up with your GitLab CI. So in the GitLab CI, the only thing which you have to do in your at the top, you just add these parameters. So these two is required so that it clone, and this is required to copy if it's needed. Your same GitLab CI pipeline will work. There is no changes at all, and you can see your pipeline got succeeded. So this is how you can set it up. How this is how you can set up the this is how you can store the application and the deployment code in different repositories using Git submodules. So just one example, I wanted to show what I am doing in my project, like the live project. So here you can see I have created this repositories, and I am using it with different folders. So I have created one for WordPress, for PHP, and one common that is common across both the projects. And this is my WordPress demo projects. Here you could see that .config files is created and it points to your build repo. And as you can see, there is no config related or deployment related files in this repositories. Everything is coming as a submodule. You will see only one file, that is the makefile.in, and that is required just for your environment specific variables or your project specific like application name or whatever is the database related details, anything. So yeah, this is how you can set it up. Thank you.